Hey everybody, Thomas here, and today again we're up here in Tennessee. This is our last day up here. It's been a fantastic trip. We've gotten a number of deer, all really nice ones. My wife ended up getting a nice 11 pointer, so that's pretty awesome. But this is the last poplar log that I have to do for an order. The customer wants a 6x10 by 25 foot long at a poplar. I've already cut one that was 25 foot 3 inches. This one right here is 25 foot 2 inches. It's absolutely a blast trying to get this log onto there because we are at the kind of like the limits. 25.3 is essentially the limit of what we can cut on this. And when we actually do this first cut, it will actually not protrude past the board right, or the log right here. It's actually going to be just barely into here by about 1/4 inch. We'll break that board by hand, no problem there. But this is a very nice poplar log that we just got out of our swamp bottoms down here just a little bit ago. And we're gonna go ahead and cut this up into again, a 6x10 by 25 foot. We're gonna have 2 inches to spare. And the reason we're able to do this is because of this extension we added on here. This extension on here, our buddy Brad went ahead and put this on here for us. And he's able to do this where other people, or actually come up with kind of an idea on how to do this, but we only had to add about a foot or so worth of chain link onto it, cross member, and actually it's an old design that Timberking used to use on some of their old mills, and I can talk about that later in another video. Also, before I get to cutting, you can see we actually have some of our structure up. We've got our main beam up here. That was a beast to get up. That's a 25 foot span right there. Well, actually it's a 24 foot span. And then we put these two cross members here, and we essentially shortened it up. But that's a heck of a beam. We made a laminated beam out of oak, a whole lot of oak boards there. So yeah, so without further ado, I'm gonna throw in a time lapse because this is gonna be kind of slow cutting. I'll put it back. I'll find an angle. And then we'll do some real cutting at some point. Maybe just throw it over here for right now. So stay tuned. This should be a good video, and you can see what this mill can do. All right, folks, so right now we are down to a 10x10, very large 10x10 at 25 foot 2 inches. As you can see, we're having to break off the last little bit here, but it's really not too bad. This next cut, I want to go ahead and go 2 inches down, and then we'll see. On the other side, the pith is pretty much towards the center. On this side, it's a little bit low, so I might take a 1 inch slab off the top of this, we'll see. And then do a 1 inch on the other side and kind of level it out. But yeah, so we're gonna cut a 2x10 right now, and I will cut this one real time. Now, I'm cutting kind of slow because I don't want to screw this one up. I don't want any blade dips or dives. I don't think that's gonna happen. Poplar is usually pretty good. But we're gonna go ahead and cut this real quick, so stay tuned. What are you doing?
I'm moving those out of the way so you can get in there.
Okay, I was going to cut them except for this long one here. That way you can get them out without having to finagle them through. Alright folks, we're going to go ahead and change out the blade because I want to make sure that my last few cuts are as clean and crisp as possible. I want to go ahead and flip it over. We'll cut the other side off at 1 inch, and then we're going to come back and cut this side off at 1 inch. Again, that way we'll make sure that our finished product is as clean as possible. Stay tuned. Okay, so you're probably wondering, what in the heck were they doing down there? Well, down here, the board, or the cant really, it actually popped up in the middle, which means one of the ends was, anyways, they're stretching the board. When we flipped it over, this end right here was not making contact where every other bunk was, even this one down here. So what we did is we went ahead and put a lot of weight on top of it to push that board back down so we get a true measurement. And I just verified measurement here in the center. It's slightly under, it's like 7 3/4 inches. So there's like a 1/4 inch of movement. It actually popped up in the middle. But again, I put that weight there. It used the weight of the logs to push it down where it's on the bunk now. We're making contact in every single bunk. And I went ahead and I've wedged the log pieces in here. Now the good thing about a Timberking sawmill is you have a 16-inch cutthroat. So we're going to utilize that 16-inch cutthroat to make sure we have enough room there for these pretty big oak pieces. That's probably about 100-ish pounds on there, maybe 110 pounds of weight just to push that down. But she's making contact on all the bunks now, which is exactly what we want to make sure we have the truest 6x10 cant that we can. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this, cut this one real time. Stay tuned. I've only got about 6 minutes left of video before my camera runs out. It's all good. I think we'll make it. Plus, if anything goes wrong, I'm sure you'd want to see this. So, here we go. So there you have it, folks. Just got a little bit more video there, but that is a 6x10 by 25 foot, 2 inches. Now the other tricky part is getting this off here, so I'm gonna go ahead and guide my father in, see if we can get this thing off. Finding the pivot point, the balance point. Yeah, that's really fun, especially when it's 25 foot long. But this is a beautiful beam. Beautiful beam. Well, he got it. A little bit high on one side, but not too bad. That's the other thing, these toe boards go really high. I don't have those toe boards all the way up. I mean, look at that beam. That's a pretty nice beam right there. That's a good looking beam. All right. Now let's see. Our building here, he's got to angle it pretty hard this side. Turn. Yep, okay, he made it out. That's gonna go into the pile with the rest of them, but I'm pretty happy. Actually, we gotta load that onto the trailer. So let me cut away here, because I've got to get all these other ones over here, along with this one, loaded onto my trailer. And I'll show you a video or some stuff at the end there, but look at that. That's a pretty nice one right there. That's beautiful. Well, folks, the good thing is, again, my dad also has a sawmill. He can help me fill some orders. So he helped me fill some orders on these 25 foot long 6x10s, some 23 foot long 6x10s, because I cannot cut those from a Timberking 2000. We had to use the 2220 for that. He also helped me on these 2x8s by 20 foot. These 2x8s, I had only one tree, and he said he already had a nice log and everything, and we actually have a couple scrap boards that are gonna go with it. But now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and load in about 300 or so board foot of 1x6 poplar. We're gonna load that up on top of here, and that's gonna go with these beams into a beautiful house that they're building down in Dolphin Island, down there in Mobile. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. It was kind of a short one, but we were able to cut the final beams that we need for this project. All right, please like, subscribe, and we'll see you around. Thanks.